Thank you. We will move to item 8.5. Sorry, 8.6. Item 8.6, Aaron Barton, East Skate Club Inc., Victoria Skatepark, and your presentation on the Victoria Park Skate Plaza.
Awesome, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you very much for having us. Sorry, we don't have much time. I'm Aaron from East Skate Club. I run a charity called East Skate Club. We teach kids. Well, we're sort of more focused on making more accessible skate spaces throughout Auckland. This is Simon here. Simon's from Young Guns. Here we do a production.
Yeah, my name's Simon Thorp. I run the Young Guns Skate School. We've been running since 2010. We've had a total attendance of 93,500 children put through our skateboarding classes. We have 300 kids a week. Many of those kids use Victoria Skatepark. I myself, I've used Victoria Skatepark since it was just a netball court, and we used to have ramps come down there on a Saturday morning. So spent a lot of time there. I know basically everything about it. I'm also the coach of the Olympic street skateboarding team. So skateboarding is now it is an Olympic sport, so it can be seen in a different light than how it used to be many years ago. So yeah. We're here today.
Let me know where you want to be.
We're here today to talk about lighting at Victoria Park. Currently Auckland would be one of the only cities in the world without a skate park with lights. We're aware of the arguments of why there wouldn't be lights. Antisocial behaviour is one of them. We disagree with that. We think antisocial behaviour would be discouraged if there were lights at the skate park. Like I was saying, there's skate parks they are family places, so more than just there is children using them, their parents are there. There are also adults using them that don't have anywhere to skate at night time. There are also athletes that don't have anywhere to train in the winter months. In the summer, they can do it. They can use the facility till about 9 o'clock at night. I know sound was an issue as well. We disagree with that. We don't think sound is actually an issue with the residents across the road. There's a busy road right there. Since it was last raised in 2010, I think the last time it was discussed, there has been changes to the building across the road. The Quest Hotel is being built, and it is now covering the driveway to the apartments on Beaumont Street. We've also spoken to numerous residents, and they don't hear anything from the skate park, so we don't think sound really is an issue. There are also skate parks in South Auckland that have lights to discourage antisocial behaviour, so we just don't agree with that as an argument. And like I was saying, it is in much need of somewhere to skate at night time, especially during the winter months. So that was the main issue we'd like to bring up. We are aware that Victoria Park is getting a resurfacing, which I think you guys are already aware of. So thank you for that. It is in need of a resurfacing. There is other issues there with the hard pipe to be rebuilt. There's constant damage being done to the hard pipe. That's the wooden structure by the toilets at Victoria Park. And there's also an ongoing issue with the concrete ledge, the main ledge at the skate park. I'm sure, I know Greg will remember the day it opened, there was concrete flying everywhere because the park wasn't built properly. And that was an issue, I think, with the builders perhaps cutting corners and not using the correct material when they built the skate park. Since then, they've put a metal edging away on all of the edges at the skate park. this took away from the park being a plaza. The idea was that if the correct materials are used, people wouldn't skate in the city as much because they would be having to skate in the same materials that they skate in the city at Victoria Park. It wasn't built properly, so the metal edging on there, the metal edging is not a good metal edging. We told them that when they installed it, Smith installed it. And they still went ahead and used it anyway. So on top of that, we would like to see that this issue, that the ledges properly replaced too, so the skate park can be what it was supposed to be when it was first built. In saying that, skateboarders, BMXers, rollerbladers, and that did have input with the design, and they have done a good job of designing it.
Thanks, Simon. So what we're sort of what we were hoping was likes to kind of work like a BMX track or other sports facilities where you either text it or it gets charged, whether it's coin operated or whatever, till 10 p.m. At 10 p.m. they turn off. We're not expecting sort of people to be there all night, but the difference in it getting dark in winter from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. would increase the total usage hours on the asset by 1,850 per year. Now that aligns with the local Wairemata local board plan. Slide's not on. Yeah, that slide there. So you can see that in the plan it's saying that you guys support championing for safety and inclusion, and you can see that sports facilities and the lighting, etc. And also it says one of the challenges being that the community concerns about safety and antisocial behaviour needs to be addressed. In the past, there's been comments that it brings on antisocial behaviour. However, there's several reports showing that that's not the case. Referring to the Auckland Design Manual, it also says that the design, for any sort of public asset is on par with other sports fields, and it's hard being a skater when you see empty, unused fields everywhere, and then our skate park dark. And like what other council assets do you know that people go to all day, every week, all day? Like, this skate park was built in 2011. It hasn't had any money spent on it in 11. Well, when I say any money, like actual capital, obviously there's operating expenses, emptying bins, emptying rubbish bins, removing tagging, but the actual asset itself, concrete, you cannot beat a return on investment. It is a very, very, you could build it and leave it alone for 10 years with kids using it all day. Not only kids, girls, adults from all over Auckland. It helps their mental health, it helps obesity, it brings people together. Obviously, me and Simon are both biased towards this, but it does solve a lot of the issues. It's one of the most cost-effective sports. Skateboards, $70, you can do it whenever you want for free. Organised sports are down, informal sports are up. We're just looking for somewhere to skate the other half of the year that we can't, but your guys' facility is awesome. Simon's grown up here. It's the main meeting hub for all wheeled sports. Everyone goes to Vic on the weekend and then sorts out where they're going to go. And my sort of role in this is advocating on behalf of the local user groups and connecting with the council members and with the parents, with the community, and sort of in the middle. So East Skate Club was successfully been involved in the renewal of 7 parks throughout Auckland, and we're just sort of trying to bridge the gap between the skaters that don't ride into the Have Your Says and actually proving that there is indeed a need. And kids are doing this these days. They really are. You drive it past there today and tell me how many people are there.
I'll tell you how many men are there.
Hey,
I'll tell you how many females versus males are there.
There was a huge amount of female skateboarders starting. People talk to Girls Skate NZ, and just the numbers that we have at skate school. We even have an Olympic hopeful who's 13 years old. She's female, so there's a growing number of girls skateboarding.
Out and About have been putting on a weekly girls only skate thing, and that's been really, really successful. Amber's booked out on them, 30 to 40 people. it's awesome. I suppose the sort of issue is that all sort of us people, because it's so hectic during the day, we want to go skate, you know, a little bit later on when the sun's gone down, it's not so hot, but then
Or
it gets
just start
dark.
to work, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's sort of like, yeah. But thank you guys very much for having us here, and you know,
do
we
you have
really
time
do.
for a couple of questions?
I
Have you got just
Very
a couple of
quickly.
minutes? All right, so
Yeah, that's it.
first of all, we've got member Bonham, then did you get your hand up? Member Bonham, then Deputy Chair Moyle and member Rowden, did you? Yes. No, shall I say that? Okay.
So I don't have a question. I think that's awesome. I wanted to put in first dibs to thank them for coming and to refer the presentation to staff.
Perfect, let's do that. I have a lot of questions. Deputy Chair Moyle, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it's been quite exciting to see that the sport has gone from a fringe sport to now it's an Olympic sport. And I think we've been very lucky that in our ward we've been able to provide such a good facility, but it does need to be maintained, and I understand that's happening. It does need to be improved. So any feedback you can give us on improvements that we can do, capital improvements would be good. The lighting will be challenging because there will be the members who don't like a change. But I think a suggestion that was made that it be a user pay arrangement with a coin operated thing will mean it's not on all night. It's only on if it's been used up to a certain hour. It'd be good to try and get some idea what the cost would be of such a improvement. So if you can give us some feedback on that, that would be good.
Do actually have that information.
And the other side of it, I think, you know, our ward split between Ponsonby and Parnell. It'd be nice to think about, is there the opportunity to have a skating board facility somewhere on the east? Maybe Newmarket Park or something like that. Probably not at the same scale as Victoria Park because you've got less area. But it'd be good to get feedback on that. So thank you.
There's definitely not many facilities on that side of facilities. So.
Someone
Thanks,
within
Deputy
this
Chair Moyle.
board, Bevan?
Sorry.
Oh, yes, there is
Bevan reached out to me probably about 2 months ago
Oh, yeah.
regarding possibly creating a youth space
Yeah, great.
within Newmarket with the upper room.
Yep.
So we sort of went there and had discussions with them, and you know, it may be a future thing, and we'd love to, you know, the youth need it. Look at how many local schools there are, the numbers, the support there, you know, like Simon, all of the skate schools are booked out because kids want to do this, like they really do. And like, then they go to the skate parks, and that's where their training facility is, you know, and it's really, really, like, that's
Yeah.
like.
A quick question for Simon. So you are the coach of the Olympic team, is that right? Still the coach of the Olympic team?
Yeah, so the skateboarding.
Great. Do you coach them at that particular skate park?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's very early days with skateboarding New Zealand and coaching skateboarding
Yeah.
on a elite level, but yeah, we will be and have done sessions with our elite skaters. And yeah, there's only more and more happening in that field with elite skateboarding as it becomes more established.
3 of the top skaters, that's their local park. Like,
I just wondered
Yeah.
if there was any funding that could possibly come from central government for Olympic skaters that
Yeah, well,
could go into this as well
yeah,
somehow.
I know skateboarding New Zealand, I am a board member with them as well,
Yeah.
but I know that that yeah, high performance sport is interested in the training facilities and
Yeah.
things like that, and also indoor facilities, but yeah, it's another
Excellent.
conversation.
Thank you so much.
in regards to lighting, like, because
Yes.
we are a society, we're a charity, like, you know, we're also open to doing the work and like, you know, like getting the funds to get the lights or like, you know, like working with you on it. Like, we're not saying like, give us lights, we're just sort of hoping that we can work
Yeah.
alongside you and to.
So what we're going to do is we'll put a B in here in our resolutions, and we're going to refer it to the community facilities staff. And then from there, we can kind of take it and get your information, give it to them, or
Yes.
yeah, that sort of thing. So yes, I think we've got one more question coming from Member Trotman here.
Thank you, and I'm sorry for interrupting your presentation. I know time is precious, but my question is on the, number of girls and women using the skate park. So if I'm a 10-year-old girl and I think the girls that skate courses that I think we're supporting are absolutely fantastic. But anyone in the car with me as I'm driving from the North Shore to there knows my blood just goes. boils when I say to them, look over there at that skate park. How many women can you see skating on there? It's fantastic that the boys use it. But let's say I'm a 10-year-old girl who's got a skateboard and I live just up the road, and now the Olympic skaters are there as well. I'd be scared as hell turning up with my skateboard and, you know, falling off it a million times. And like, tell me how you do encourage young girls to use the skate.
It is, I'd invite you to drive past some of the other skate parks in Auckland too. Don't get me wrong, Auckland is spoiled for skate parks who do good facilities, but if you need skate park on a weekend, there's often times when there's more girls there than boys. For Valonia skate park as well, Waterview skate park. I can't answer why there might not be as many at Victoria Park. It might be a geographical thing, I don't know, but I do know there is. No, with the girls as well, they do generally have a tendency to want to skate more with other girls. Yeah, so that's where like my skate school, we're we run mixed classes. Skateboarding is for everyone. There's no segregation or anything. So I try and keep things that way. Anne comes in and runs girls skate and she does a great job at that. She fulfills the demand from girls to just skate with other girls because they generally just do feel more comfortable skating with girls.
And does that cost money to attend?
For some of her classes, I know you guys fund them, and thank you, I know you're funding some of my classes going forward as well. Yeah, a lot of our budget class I'm about to go to now is user pay, so parents pay for their children to be there. So yeah, yes and no. So,
Thank you.
Something in there too.
Yep, we're going to have to finish up, but if
Oh, sweet.
last addition is fine.
Very quickly. You run and own an indoor skate park in Gleninnes, and our numbers of our members in the last 1 year, we had 10,000 people come through, and 3,500 of them were girls.
Great.
So that's.
Well, it might be 5,000.
But I will send you through some photos of. Yeah. No, I love it. Thank you.
I understand everything.
Thank you, guys.
Let's go.
That's growing,
Wait.
folks.
Centres.
Have you been in touch with any of the other boards on this matter?
Yes, so we've got lights going in with at Panmure through Panuku, at Lloyd Ellesmore through the Howick local board.
Perhaps you could let us know what other communications
Yeah.
you've had.
That would be great.
Thank you.
Yeah, just send an email.
Just
Yeah.
coordinating.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, all right, so, well, we've put the B resolution up on the screen here, and it says refer the presentation to Parks and Community Facilities staff for the consideration of the lighting issue at Victoria's Park Skate Plaza.
I'll second.
I've
Okay,
already.
Oh, you've already-
I'm leaving it.
You-
That's all right then.
okay, all right, so Deputy Chairman Moore? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we've done that, all right, and A as well, and thank you very much for your presentation.
Thank
And
you.
for taking time to come in and speak to us. I think it's really, really worthwhile.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you, guys.
All right, all those in favour? Against? That's perfect. Thank you very much.
We'll see you guys at the skate park.
See you in the skate park. I used to skateboard when I was a little girl, so,
It'll be your work do this year.
yeah. Okay,
Thank you.
so we're moving to